guys. It's that time again. Morning coffee, windows down, cold air. It's a great way to start the morning. It's a great way to start the morning. So I did something different this week. Instead of stopping in Spiceland, Indiana, I went ahead and pushed all the way out to Richmond. I parked at I loved last night. Loved that Richmond at the 149, 159. It's like the state line. So loved there, the Richmond state line, whatever it is. And I was like, you know what? I keep meaning to get up here. I keep meaning to get up here, but I'm always getting up here late. Which I left a little later than I wanted to yesterday, but I got up here at about 7:30 Indianapolis time. And there were still plenty of empties. So I backed into the first one I saw that wasn't the back of the lot, but wasn't right next to the door. And me, if I'm parking and it's still early in the day, early in the night, I usually try to find a hard spot. By hard spot, I mean a spot that doesn't have like a spot that's not like 3 spaces next to each other. That way, when that guy's rolling in at like midnight, if there's still some empty spots, I leave the ones that are next to each other for those guys, or at least I try to. Because like I've been that guy multiple times, rolling in at like 10:30, 11 o'clock, midnight, and the only spots left are the hard ones to get into because of the parking lot layout, the trucks in the holes, and it just, your brain is fried at the end of the day, especially that late at night. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to hit a hard spot. So it's still early in the night. I'm going to find a spot that somebody pulled into and there's one next to them and there's a truck in the next one. I'm going to hit one of those. Which this references back to a video I did a while back. It's like, why is it that when like there's an empty parking lot at a truck stop and like 3 guys pull in, they park as far away from each other as they can? Like, come on, people. You pull into a truck stop, you pull into a spot, if you're that next guy, go ahead and pull in next to him. Like, fill in as you go. Don't be that fucking moron, like playing fucking tic-tac-toe the hard way. Or not even tic-tac-toe, but just connect four. Don't be that guy playing connect four where you're gonna pick that far spot when you've got 2 next to each other because you're playing the long shot. Or hell, it even take that. It didn't even connect four. But point is, still, you pull into a parking lot. There's a fucking mess full of empty spots. Pull in next to a truck that's already parked. Don't be that asshole that I'm gonna be the turd in the middle of a punch bowl and park in the middle of nowhere where there's no trucks. Like I know that whole idea of a brotherhood of trucking has been gone for years, but at least be courteous. We're all doing the same job. We're all just trying to get to our pickups and our drop-offs. Though, I'm still sold on Pilots for their coffee because Love's coffee sucks. I went in there and they were all out except for the fresh grinders, and when it started pouring the coffee, it was see-through. Like, it looked like colored water. Yeah. Pilot's got Loves on their coffee. I think I'm going to go back to doing my my truck stop reviews for places that I've been a lot for. What is it? Updates, and then like this Loves. That's not a bad spot. Like, I've had to have a tire fixed at the tire shop. They were pretty cool. They were in and out. But their parking lot layout leaves a little to be desired. Down their parking lot's on a hill. So all night I felt like I was sleeping like this, with my head lower than my feet. No. For us heavy guys, that's kind of good for our legs because it gets the fluid out of them. Why the hell is this Volvo dropping a trailer? Yeah, no pupper this week. I'm out here on the road by myself. I am a lone warrior. Here's one. Who's seen Black Dog? Who's seen Black Dog? For all you veteran truckers, does that movie hold up? Like, I know it's like a BS movie about weapons smuggling, but does it hold up? For what? For the driving. Like, my favorite part's when they're going up that mountain and the dude's telling Ice Cube, or damn it, I don't, I'm gonna get flack for this. Hang on. Patrick Swayze driving a Black Dog and he's telling Ice Cube about how you gotta run up a hill right, and then once you get to the top you gotta grab the right gear going down. One of my favorite parts is as they're going uphill, they hit some rough spot in the road, the whole truck shakes, and Ice Cube's like, "What was that?" And he looks over and it says Mazda. And they kind of laugh. I remember the first time I watched that movie, I was a little kid. I didn't know what a Mazda was. I didn't know it was a car brand. But that was one of my favorite movies as a kid. I think that movie kind of made me want to be a trucker. Yeah. Shake of the truck. What was that? Mazda. Because I thought it was a deer or something there for a minute. I was like, that sounds like a really weird name for a deer. But yeah. I think this is a short one. I might just post this one about it. Yeah. Doing stuff different this week. Let's see if I can get home earlier. I'll be back.